Jesus accepts his cross. Some of the governor's soldiers took Jesus into their headquarters and called out the entire regiment. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him. They wove thorn branches into a crown and put it on his head. And they placed a green stick in his right hand as a scepter. Then they knelt before him in mockery and taunted him, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they spit on him, and they grabbed the stick and struck him on the head with it. When they were finally tired of mocking him, they took off the robe and they put his own clothes on him again. Then they led him away to be crucified. Matthew 27:27 through 31. Carrying the cross by himself, he went to the place called Place of the Skull. In Hebrew, Golgotha. John 19:17. Think about it. Jesus, I cringe at the thought of the pain of the thorns. But even more, I am deeply saddened by the humiliation and degradation you suffer. The very thing you came to offer us as a gift becomes a source of ridicule. The crowds thought of a king in terms of power, but you came to be the kind of king who shepherds his people, who takes responsibility for their well-being, whose principles are faithfulness, justice, and righteousness. Isaiah 11, verses 3 through 4. And yet, the people are not ready for that kind of king. I would like to think that I'm ready to follow you who offer a kingdom of peace and love for one another. But am I? Am I willing to yield my ideas of what the kingdom should look like for the role of a servant? Am I really so willing to give up my human preoccupation with power and control and accept a different kind of crown than I was expecting? I see you accept the cross in the midst of such mockery. You could have refused. What more could they have done to you? Yet you begin this journey knowing full well where it will lead. I hear no words of complaint, no protestations of innocence, no cursing of the injustice. And yet I am so prone to complain and whine about the most trivial things. Sometimes the things that I face in my life are more than trivial. Sometimes the troubles of life bear down on me. But I so easily fall into self-pity. I too often assume that I'm the only one who bears a cross, or that my cross is larger and heavier than any other's. But I'm not alone in that. People all around me bear far more than I must bear. You accepted your cross without self-pity. Can I follow your example? Look at the crown of thorns. Pick up a piece of wood and carry it with you. And remember that Jesus picked up his cross. Pray with me. O Lord, forgive me for forgetting that in my weakness I am driven to trust on you, and that in such trust my weakness becomes your strength. Forgive my attitudes of self-pity. I do not ask for crosses to bear, but when they come, give me the strength to bear them as one who follows your example. O Lord, be merciful to me.